welcome to your reading for the month of October 2024, and of course, any other time that you are guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. So if something does not resonate, please feel free to not take that message. And if this reading doesn't resonate for you at all, please be sure to check out your other placements because you could be resonating with a different sign at this time. And if you would ever like to get a reading with me, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. And let's go ahead and get started on your reading. So thank you for your patience and for sticking it out with me, as I know I have not posted in a while. I've just been getting my life in order and finally have felt called to get back to YouTube. So I do appreciate everyone who is still here. And today we're going to be tapping into your energy and your energy only. I'm going to start by pulling from the Psychic Tarot, and we're going to see what your overall energy is going to be for this time frame, what your challenge is, the supporting energy at this time, and the advice on how to best deal with the energies coming forward, because there is a lot of crazy planetary energies right now. Okay, and then we'll finish it off with some oracles. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry, I'm starting with the Fairy Oracle. Okay, so let's see. What is Leo's energy at this time? What do we need to know? Oh my gosh, Aries just got this energy, so I'm going to put it back. But there was a lot of Leo energy in the Aries reading, so if you do have Aries in your chart, I strongly suggest watching that reading. I'm going to put it back because I want you guys to have a different message, but I'll read it anyways because it did come out, so it's still a message for you guys. It says, the fairies of protection are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So take that message as it resonates for you. Well, let's go ahead and get you a fresh oracle. Okay, inner child. And that's very much Leo energy. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this energy, Leo, is to not take yourself so seriously right now. You could be bogged down with so many responsibilities and trying to, satisfy the expectations of society. And I think you could have lost sight of what it means to have fun. You could be ignoring your inner child right now, and your inner child is definitely screaming for your attention. So do keep that in mind for this time. Bottom of the deck is wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So with wish wisely, it almost makes you think of, when you wish upon a star, like, it's a very innocent energy that I feel here. I'm almost feeling like Disney princess energy. Okay, like fairy godmother granting your wishes. So it's a very innocent energy that I'm feeling here. So there could be some childhood wishes that you may have forgotten about or ignored and felt that you could never satisfy those wishes. But I get this energy that you're being called to go back to that and remind yourself that no matter how old you are, you can still grant your wishes, even if you grant them yourself. Okay, there was something else I was going to say, but it's a very innocent energy that I feel with you guys for this time frame. And again, like I was saying, that's very much Leo energy, because Leo is all about the inner child, I feel. So I do think this month for you, you're being called to just have fun and to grant your own wishes. If there's something you always wanted to do as a kid and you never got to do, you're being called to do it now. Okay, like if you've always wanted to go to Disneyland and you've never been, like, you're being called to go, like to make that happen for yourself so that your inner child can have a day of fun and just feel that satisfaction of finally it happened. Okay, so if you have children too, you're being called to spend time with your children and have fun with your children the way you wished your parents had fun with you. Okay, let's see where else this takes us. I'm just letting the messages come in. They're coming a little bit slower for you guys. I felt like with Aries, I was on fire. And with you guys, the messages are loading a bit slower. So you guys could be in that energy too, where maybe you're not meant to move so fast this time, this month. You're meant to move slower. You're meant to slow down. The way you would slow down with a child, right? Because when you're teaching a child something, you can't lose your patience with them right away. You have to take your time with them. So I do feel like you're being called to slow down this month and have more fun. Like you could have lost sight of what you've really wanted in life, and you're being called to rethink what you really want, what actually makes you happy, what lights your soul on fire. Because I think the wishes that you've wanted in the past, you've never really granted them for yourself, and now you're being called to do that. Okay, let's see what else the tarot has to say. So we'll do your overall energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles, material harvest. Okay. Now I'm getting a lot for you guys. The challenge is Eight of Pentacles, positive movement forward. I'll put the cards down and then I'll see what I'm getting already. The supporting energy is patience. This is temperance. And the advice is the Five of Wands, obstacles and challenges. There's your energy. And bottom of the deck is temptation, the devil. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like you guys have lost sight of your wishes, of your innocence, of what really makes you happy. Okay, and I think it's because you're really successful in what you have accomplished. Okay, so with material harvest at your center here, the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you have really good paying jobs. You're really successful financially. And there's this feeling of, but something's still missing. Why do I have everything I've ever wanted and I feel that something's still missing? And I think because there is a void that needs to be filled, and I'm getting that confirmation with the devil here with temptation. It does feel like you know how to satisfy these voids with certain things, but it's not everlasting. Okay, let's say you have the money to spend on a really fun weekend, but then the weekend ends and you're just miserable all over again on Monday, you know, and then the cycle repeats. It's something like that. It's like you can have this temporary happiness, this instant gratification, but it doesn't last that long. You feel that, you know, come Monday, you just feel like I'm not satisfied with my life right now. Okay, but you're also questioning, why am I not happy if I have everything? Okay, I do feel like you're very much tempted with like climbing the corporate ladder is what I feel here, especially with this material harvest and the Eight of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, this does have to do with work. Okay, so I'm just going to say what I'm feeling, but this could be an example for some. But I do feel that a lot of you are tempted to climb the corporate ladder because you feel like that's what you need to be doing. And maybe you are surrounded by people who are also invested in doing that. So you think that that's what you should be doing too, especially if it's a very competitive field. You're feeling enticed to compete with others because you think that's going to give you that gratification. But a lot of that energy and the people you're around are living in the ego. And that's why you're being called to come back to your inner child, because I do feel that you've lost sight of what's important to you because you've been living in the ego for so long. I do feel like some of you have been led astray down a different path that you thought was going to bring you happiness, and now you're here and you're not entirely happy. And this isn't to say this you're a lost cause and you're never going to be happy again. Not saying that. I just feel like it's time to really reflect on what's important to you and to balance it. Because too much of something can kill you. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but I don't know if maybe you've become a workaholic because you're getting your needs met at work. You know, maybe you're feeling fed at work. And that's where you're getting a lot of the ego boosts at work. So you could be addicted to work right now because that's where you get high off of. I'm not saying like literally high, but you know what I mean? It's like that's where you get your fill. That's where you fill the void. It's at work for a lot of you. And you're being called to go back to the basics, to go back to your inner child and contemplate what you've actually wanted in life. What do you really want? Because it's possible. You have the resources to make your wishes come true. You just may be so caught up in this energy with temptation that you're so stuck there that you think there's no way out. But there is a way out. If you want there to be a way out, there is. Okay, so with your overall energy, 9 of Pentacles, material harvest, I do feel like you guys are very abundant right now. You have everything you need. And you feel pretty self-assured. So I want to clarify this 9 of Pentacles. What else? The Hangman. With the 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's not everything though. It's not the answer to your wishes. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. It did give you satisfaction for some time. It did make you feel accomplished until it didn't. So I do feel like right now you're kind of going through an existential crisis a little bit, where you're looking at things from a different perspective. 5 of Cups, because you do feel a little down in the dumps here. I do feel that some of you are just not satisfied in the ways that you thought you were going to be. You know, it's like, let's say you get this hot shot job or big shot job, and then you get it and you're like satisfied for a few months, and then you're not. And you realize, oh, this isn't the answer to life's happiness. So I do feel like right now you're going through a shift of perspective in your life, and that's a good thing. And really, the key to this, the answer to your problems here, is to really go within and ask your inner child, what does it want? Because it feels like your inner child has the answers, 100%. Okay, so your challenge is the 8 of Pentacles, positive movement forward. So that's why I'm saying I feel like this is work for a lot of you. With the 8 of Pentacles here, you do feel stuck with this saying positive movement forward, and it's in the challenge. I feel like you are feeling stuck right now. You don't know which direction to go. Again, you felt like you were making the right choice, and then it didn't feel right anymore. And I also feel that you guys tend to chase another high, you know, like you want to climb the next big mountain, and you always have another goal to look at. You guys are very ambitious, and that's very admirable, but I also feel like, when does it stop? When do you feel satisfied? Will you ever feel satisfied? And I feel like here, you may not have another goal. I think for you guys, always having another goal and something else to accomplish keeps you guys going. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's coming through as an addiction more than anything with temptation here. And I feel like right now you guys may have accomplished something, and then you're looking around like, okay, what else? What's next? And you may not have another goal in mind, so you're kind of feeling stuck right now. Like, what do I do with my life? And again, go to your inner child. That's what you're being called to do. Your inner child has the answers. Okay, so the supporting energy is patience, which is beautiful, because I do feel like you're going to take the time that you need for yourself right now in order to get those answers that you're looking for. And a lot of you are going to go within, and you're going to start to plant the seed in your life, and it's going to give you that feeling of fulfillment within yourself right now. And it's going to come through in a very authentic way, because right now it does feel a little bit inauthentic. It doesn't feel true to who you are at the core. So I do feel like this energy is causing you to go within and have patience with yourself as you try to figure this out. But I do see that this is forcing you to get real with yourself about what's important to you. And I see you planting the seed, and that seed is definitely growing. The advice is a 5 of Wands, obstacles and challenges. So, you know, this isn't going to be a walk in the park. You are going to be met with some challenges, and the best thing you can do is just face those head on. Don't run away from them. I feel that you are stronger than you realize. This is your energy, so you can do it. Okay, so in the moment of defeat, or when you feel like things are not going your way, try to see the opportunity there. Try to see what you're meant to learn from the situation, because you can persevere through whatever obstacle and challenge is going to be thrown your way as you navigate this journey. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, the Magician, and Death. Yeah, it's going to cause a lot of you to end certain patterns. For some of you, it could cause you to leave this job if it's not resonating with you anymore. Don't force yourself to be somewhere you don't want to be if that's not resonating. Okay, if that's not for you, don't take that message. But something does have to end here with the Death card. You do have to transmute this energy, transform yourself. And I do feel like you're going to be going through a transformation here. Even if you stay at this job, you know, it seems like it pays well. So I'm not saying leave this job. What I'm saying is look at it from a different perspective. Don't look at it as the source of your happiness, because if you do that, you'll never be happy. So I think that's what's going to change here. It's the way you look at this. The way you look at your life is going to be transformed, and that's going to help you look at different avenues for the source of your happiness. Because I do feel that a lot of you have been placing your happiness on something external of you, and you're being asked to find that happiness within you. Okay, so we have the Empress here. So a lot of you, this makes me think of the company you work for. So it's a very successful company. It can provide a lot for you, but just don't be dependent on it for your happiness. Okay, because in Spanish, company means la empresa, so that's what I'm getting here. Okay, and then Queen of Cups, Magician, follow your heart, follow what you're being pulled to do. Because with this Magician here, you have a very magnetic quality about yourself that you can actually manifest these wishes that we've been talking about. Okay, and you do have that here. You use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So that's 100% Magician energy right there. And we have Abundance at the bottom of the deck, which is the Empress. So further confirmation that I feel like a lot of you are financially abundant. There are a lot of things that you have abundance in your life. So it's just a matter of looking at your life in a different way so you can see that you actually have everything you need. There's just something lacking internally, and I do feel that that's the inner child. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups here, I do feel like this is your adult self tending to the inner child to make sure that it feels loved. And in doing that, that makes you become this magical being that you've always been. So you have what it takes to deal with whatever challenges are thrown your way, 100%. Okay, Leo, so that is what I have for you. Let's go ahead and finish this reading with a butterfly affirmation to get one final message. Life is good to me, yeah. And I do feel that a lot of you with that Five of Cups have felt otherwise. You could feel like you're always getting the short end of the stick. You always feel that, you know, there's something missing, like I'm saying. So the first thing in order to make your wishes come true is to be grateful for what you do have. And I do feel like life is good to you guys, but it could feel like sometimes you don't feel that way. So this is coming through as a reminder that it is. And then bottom of the deck is the door that closes for me is the wrong door. The door that opens for me is the right door. So if certain opportunities fall through and you feel that, you know, why didn't that happen for me? That's because it wasn't meant for you. So when the wrong door closes, that just means that another door that is for you is going to open. All right, Leo, so that is what I have for you during this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you ever want to get a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you guys in the future. So thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.